Hello. Yeah. Oh, let me just, madali. Nag-feedback yung second cam ko. Because I'm putting in another cam for the live brewing. So you could really see, guys, yung ano nangyayari here as I'm doing the brewing. I'm so sorry. Nagsasalita pala ako ng walang mic earlier. So if you could see, I have another camera here for the brewing. I don't know if you could see it. Ano ba? Okay. Yeah, if you could see it there. Okay, so there's another cam. Anyway, I'll just adjust that later on. No, but yeah. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, welcome back. More of welcome back to me in posting here in YouTube. I know it's been quite some time, no? That's why I intentionally did this live so I could keep my spirit coming in. I intentionally just want to record how to make Spanish latte. Pero I realized na I think it would be a lot faster and more efficient if I'll do it live para mawala yung pagka-perfectionist natin instead of just clicking pause, no, tuloy-tuloy lang talaga. So, yeah. And also, if you're watching this live, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Let me know where you're from. Also, if you're watching this on a replay, please put in the comments any questions you have and also where you're from. Another then is to those who have been sending me emails, guys. I can actually read your emails. I have read them all. To those who are sending in questions, I can read them. Some na answer ko na, no? If not, I think I still have to go through the comment section sa mga YouTube videos. But yeah, I always take time to answer your questions here in YouTube. So expect starting this week, we'll have more videos here, no? I'll try. Really is one live per week and then another one that would be recorded. Right. So today we'll talk about Spanish latte, how to make Spanish latte. Actually, Spanish latte is very easy lang talaga. You would only need around 3 ingredients. And also, naging uso siya ngayon, no? Ang mga cafes, naging specialty yung Spanish latte. So, how is it different ba with Vietnamese coffee? No, almost the same kasi sila kasi they have that same ingredient which is condensed milk. Okay? But the difference lang talaga is with the type of beans for me, ha? The type of beans that are being used. Procedures wise, the same, except lang yung Vietnamese coffee is using really a Vietnamese fin filter. Pero si Vietnamese coffee kasi, specific lang talaga yung beans na ginagamit, which are Vietnamese beans. And those are Robusta beans. So, medyo talagang matapang. So I could really remember the first time I was able to try Vietnamese coffee sa Vietnam mismo. No, it was just a small cafe beside there. Parang kasi we got a tour from a tour agency. So we were waiting for our bus and then I wanted to drink coffee. So I tried their Vietnamese coffee and you know what? The whole trip I was having really palpitations. That's why I could not forget Vietnamese coffee. Masarap siya and nakakabuhay ng dugo. So that's Vietnamese coffee. While Spanish latte, no, almost the same, condensed milk and the coffee, kaya lang they'll be using espresso. So any beans na from espresso machine. So usually mga espresso kasi is blended Arabica and Robusta and some also would be pure Arabica. So yun lang talaga yung difference. But the things that you would be needing when you make Spanish latte, tatlo lang. Condensed milk, coffee in form of espresso, pero pwedeng stick. I actually prepared stick. Asan ba yung stick? Here. I prepared a stick, no, so that you could actually create also Spanish latte sa bahay if you just feel like drinking one. And I have also here an espresso shot that we just pulled out earlier, so that maano nyo rin na pwede pala na kahit walang espresso machine, you can actually make um, Spanish latte. Okay? Right. So, that's it for Spanish latte. Ang funny, no? Alam nyo, if recorded pa to, I'll just click in pause and then re-record again. But this is live, so wala akong choice but to push it through. So I'll perhaps show no wala akong scissors to open the ano. Excuse me, guys. There. O, di ba? Talagang live. So I'll show it to you now. I don't know if you could see there. Okay. So I have here the espresso shot. Ito yung usual sa mga cafes. Okay? Sige, ito na lang unahin natin. And then we would be needing condensed milk. So for me, preferably, the best condensed milk taste and cost-wise or cost efficiency, Alaska. Okay? Not sponsored, pero baka naman. Charot. But yeah, I like Alaska condensed milk, and I was really so happy when we added Spanish latte in our second store. And then nung I was looking na for where to buy Alaska in bulk, and nakita ko to sa grocery, ganito na yung packaging nila, guys. So parang try to see. So it's a lot easier to transfer or to basa yung parang operation. Kasi just imagine doing the condense, tapos magpupur ka, and then how would you store it? You would need another storage, di ba, to put it sa ref para hindi masira yung condense. Compared to this, you just get what you need and then close it and then put sa chiller. Di ba? So, I think Alaska lang so far ang merong ganitong packaging. So, very, very good for Spanish latte. Now, for cafes, sometimes what they do when they serve Spanish latte is they put muna sa baba. They separate the three ingredients: the coffee, the milk, and the condense. No? Usually ang yung sa ibaba is the condense, and then the milk, and then the coffee. Some also condense milk and then they really mix it deliberately para yung milk sweeten na, and then espresso shot. Okay? Mine naman, my preference really is, even in all other flavors of our coffee, I always prefer to mix whatever is the flavoring to the coffee itself. Para let's say you're selling caramel, when the customer would sip it na it's coffee with caramel. No? Hindi niya hahanapin yung caramel flavor sa milk. But andun siya mixed with coffee. But then again, just for my preference, no, it would vary from one coffee business owner to another, depende what would be your reasoning. But for me, if I already mix it and then pagka-drink ng customer, no, it's coffee flavored with whatever I'm selling into. So, coffee with caramel. Pag sip niya, it's coffee with caramel. So, hindi siya parang coffee na matapang tapos yung caramel nasa milk kasi dun minix. Or nasa ibaba, di ba? Some are doing caramel here, the milk, and then the espresso. So, ikaw pa mismo yung mag-mix. Maganda siya with regards sa aesthetic sa cup, but I'm more of the customer experience na gusto ko when they put in straw, pag sip nila, it's coffee with the caramel. Okay, the same thing also with Spanish latte. I really prefer to mix the coffee with the condensed already. Okay, so this is a 12-ounce cup. Ito. And I usually mix around 20 ml. That's just for my own, guys, it's for my own preference. So what I'll be sharing with regards to the recipe for Spanish latte would be for my own taste, because again, coffee is a matter of preference. So I usually, for 12 ounce, I mix tawag dito 20 ml of condensed milk, okay, to the coffee. So I have here a 30 ml, one shot of espresso. So I'll be adding in 20 ml. Kita niyo ba? Nahihirapan ako. But yeah, let's push this. So I'll add 20. Okay. So sa iba, it might be different. So if you try to see, actually yung condensed milk, saan ba? Ito, see? It actually creates layer. No, if you just imagine in a cup, if I put here the condense and then the milk or the coffee and then the milk will actually create layers a cup, which is nice, no? When you serve it to your customers like that. Pero, but then again, just imagine na when you serve it to them, tas when they put in the straw, baka yung una nilang mahigop would be the condensed milk. So, parang weird, right? Okay, so I'll just mix it. Welcome back to YouTube, babe. Okay, wait lang. There, okay? So, if to see, medyo naging light brown na siya. Right? Okay. Then, let me just cover our condense. So here, I'm using the espresso shot pack. So I'll fill it up with ice. Very simple lang yung punch latte. This is actually also one of our best sellers in our second store. We don't have this here in our first store, but yeah, I'm planning to add. But it's more of the second store na. Punch latte. Here. Actually, itong sticker, guys, is from our previous na event, yung coffee cart. It was for a wedding. Ito yung wedding logo nila. Okay, charot. Okay. So I'm putting in now the flavored espresso. Okay. Just around 50 ml, I think. And then I'll put in now our milk. So for a 12 ounce, mga 100 to 120 ml of milk. Depends on your recipe. No, but that's what I usually do. Okay. So down. So this is now our Spanish latte. Okay? So, if you could imagine, pwede naman na sa ibaba would be your milk and then on top would be your um, espresso. Okay? So, if this is the one na mixed na. But if hindi, what would happen is here you would see the layer of condensed and then the milk and then espresso on top. So, that's a brown, dark brown, white, and then cream color. So, it's nice as a layer. So, pwede naman yun. Okay? So, perhaps we can do that sa second na cup, no? Using the Nescafe Classic Stick. Okay? So, I'm also planning to do more live brewing na gamit yung mga cheaper na ingredients or perhaps things na you can use sa bahay para you could also realize that you can actually make coffee at home, no? Mix ko lang. Mm. Okay. Cheers, charot. Okay. Now let's go sa using Nescafe Classic Stick. Nalilito ko sa camera ko ba siya? Wait. Here. Anyways, so this is stick. How many grams pa to? 1.9 gram. Usually one stick is like 2 grams. So tama. And then I'm using around 50 ml of hot water. So I'm using hot water-ish, medyo warm para make sure natin na melt talaga yung ang ganda. Nagpapamelt. Okay. Mixing that. Again, to those who are watching this on a replay, if you have questions about coffee business, this is your chance. No? Lagi nyo akong pini-PM sa Facebook and I don't usually open. I just allot few hours in a day, to actually open, guys. Hopefully, I can find more time to answer. Okay? So if you mix this deliberately, actually, medyo it would also show some crema, di ba? Yung stick. Okay? Pero iba talaga yung, I would really know, iba yung smell ng espresso compared sa instant, no? Of course, mas mabango and mas fresh talaga yung espresso because it's really pulled straight from the beans, fresh siya, di ba? But there's also nothing wrong with instant because again, it makes things easier. Kaya nga instant, di ba? So kahit wala kang espresso machine sa bahay, you can have a good tasting coffee pa din. So, yan yung role ng instant coffee, right? So, this time, in our second cup, gawin natin yung sinasabi ko na layering, okay? So, I'll put in around 30 ml, 20 ml pala. You know what, sa mga cups, no, if you could see, cups that are designed na, usually ang cups meron ng mga layers here, here, right? This actually means mga, if you fill this out, this is like around 10 ml. Okay, it's designed as like that. That's for Y cups. So I'll put it mga here. If you don't believe me, pwede nyo i-measure, guys. That's why meron talaga siyang ganun. And when you put in this one full cup of ice, 1 shot of espresso, and then you fill it with milk. Yung milk na mag-fill nito mga around 100 to 120 ml, which is the recipe that I've mentioned to you. Because that is the size of the cup. So the meaning of the lines here. Okay? You learn more of that if you will enroll in my face-to-face trainings that I do here in Cebu. So I teach that technique no to those who join our trainings. So I'll just fill that out. That's more or less 15 to 20 ml down there. Okay, and then I'll put in lang yung ice. Okay. And also guys, make sure you remind your baristas na when they put in ice sa inyong cups is that walang tubig. I mean, walang liquid na tubig because ice is water, I know. Pero walang, ano ba, walang yung liquid kasi baka maging, ano bang Tagalog ng asawa? In Bisaya. Okay, so make sure there's no water. Then we'll put in our milk around here. This one, this one. Okay, you could see a line here in the white cup. But this is 50 ml kasi. So, lagyan natin dito. Okay, slowly. Okay, so I'm just really following the lines of the cup, ha? And more or less, mapupuno to siya. Okay, slowly lang. So you could also use the back of a spoon para medyo slow pour. Told you guys, mapupuno siya. Okay, here. So this is your Spanish latte. If you'll do the layering. So if you could see, nice, no? So the condensed here, the milk, and then the coffee. Espresso to if you're using espresso machine, but here I'm using just the 3 instant coffee stick, right? Okay, so there it creates that layer. Key. So, kaya lang, ito, maganda siya when you present it to your customer. Kasi there's a layer, di ba? But when you serve this to your customer, just remind them na they still have to mix. Di ba? Kasi just imagine, when they put in the straw and they sip it, yung una nilang mahihigop is condensed milk. Diba? Or dito naman, milk. Or here would be the coffee. So, ganda niya, no? Ayoko sa mix. But yeah, we have to mix it because our aim is to drink the coffee, right? So they still have to mix it like that deliberately. Okay, so up to you na, as the coffee business owner, ano yung mas important sa inyo? Is it important ba na when you serve the drink, there's layers, no? Or you're more of the customer experience and when they sip really, no, a lot easier na sa kanila. They don't have that to mix it. Kasi this one, I really have to see, there's still mga condensed sa baba, right? So, baka matapang pa. Mm, this is a lot better, this one. Or maybe because this is espresso. Or maybe because here, all I tasted was parang siyang latte. Kasi hindi pa na-mix masyado yung condense. So it was just coffee and milk. I didn't taste the sweetness from the condense. Okay, because again, you still have to mix it. But sometimes, di ba, first impression, see, even if I'm mixing, if you could see, meron talagang condense sa ibaba. Di ba? And sometimes, di ba, first impression ng mga customers in our cafe is their first sip. So, if sa first sip pa lang, hindi pa sila convinced, they still have to mix it. No? Compared to first sip nila, they're already convinced with the taste. There comes the difference, di ba? For the win ito. Maybe because espresso siya. But yeah, you can see meron pa din siyang condense. Diba? All right. Yay! So we're done now with our live brewing. Again, if you're watching this on a replay, let me know if you have questions. Share to me also if you've been doing this na sa cafes nyo. And yeah, if you are in Metro Manila, I'll be there in October. I'll be posting details for a face-to-face trainings also there. I'm also planning one in Mindanao, maybe in November, December. Still no dates, but yeah, we'll try to see. So we'll try to do Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao for this year, 2023, and then another leg naman for 2024. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm so happy to be back streaming live here in YouTube. Parang naninibago pa ako, promise. But yeah, after this, I'll be recording some videos and I'll be continuously posting already here in YouTube. Let me know in the comments if you have any requested na topics no, that you want me to discuss. Also, the same thing as before, I'll be showing to you behind the scenes of our business no, and what I usually do. And I'll be sharing also some business tips. Right? Thank you so much for watching. See you guys. Bye.